One love to the humble, one love to the humble, one love to the humble. May grace and peace be multiplied unto you. You know, I sit around sometime and I just be thinking about what be going on in our community, man. And it's just crazy. It's really crazy when you think about it. You know what I mean? I mean, the things we do and the things we operate in, the things we always talk about, you know, I don't really get it. You know what I'm saying? It's just strange to me how we continue to do these same things each and every day, each and every year, and continue to be at the bottom, continue to cry, complain, continue to just do the things we do. And it's really a simple fix. It's just that we have reached an all-time low in our community, man. We just reached an all-time low to a level that people really just don't care about what's going on in the community anymore. And it seems like every time, every generation has a thing where they get taught something different. You know what I'm saying? The messaging is different with every generation. It seems like with people my age and their parents, it was a little bit more closer, but the gap has widened more and more as the generations go along. It seems like now there's a bigger gap between the generations. The generations born in like after 2000, the gap is widened. You know what I'm saying? It's widened so far that nobody can really understand what's going on anymore. And the value system has shifted. And you look around and see how the value system has shifted because um, arts art imitates life, or life imitates art, whichever way you want to look at it. But that is what we have here. It's like a race where the dog chasing his tail type of thing, or which came first, the chicken or the egg. That's kind of the situation that we're in right now when you really look at it, because it doesn't seem like there's a way to stop it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like there's a way to stop it. But hey, that's what we up against, and that's what things we got to face. We got to figure out how we're going to do it and how we're going to get through it. Hey, hello, hello, how y'all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. We just got to figure out how in the world we're going to do it. I mean, I don't really understand what the people are thinking about and how they see things. But as far as I'm concerned, if each individual person decide that they're going to make a change, then it can just spread out and change all over. It don't have to continue to be the same way that we've been doing things over and over again. I mean, we vote the same patterns, we listen to the same music, we support the same criminals, we keep doing all the same stuff, and we wonder why this doesn't change, why things are continue to be the same. Well, maybe if we did something different, you know what I'm saying, things would change. So how old am I? Oh man, you have a shout out? Yeah, you have a shout out all day long. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give a shout out to um what's that, DX baseball or OX baseball. They said, how old am I? Man, I'm 49 years old. I'm 49 years old. I know that I'm old, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, the things that we do, the way we go about things, it's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I don't really understand it no more. I really don't understand what we're doing and why we're doing it the way we do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of crazy, man. I just think that if we get back to the basics, he said, you old. Yeah, I'm old, man. I am old. No doubt about it. I've been around, seen a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? That's why I speak the things I speak. That's why I say what I say. It's not because I don't understand it. I clearly understand what's going on. I clearly understand what was happening to us as a community. I've seen both sides of it. I've seen where we come from and how we used to be to where we at now. I've seen it. And when you see these things change, That's when you start realizing that, hey, something's wrong. Why we keep going down? When you remember how things were, how we used to be versus how we are today. When you start realizing that, you want to do something about it because you hate to see people just, you hate to see what's happening to people. You hate to see them going downhill. You hate because you know that that's what it is. And I know a lot of people that's watching this can't understand that. You really don't grasp the concept of what I'm saying. And because you don't have nothing else to base it off of. So you really don't grasp it. You think that somebody like me might be just trying to talk down to you or something like that. I'm not trying to talk down on anyone. I just know that it's better. It could be a better way. It has been a better way than what you see going on in our community right here today. I mean, we taking each other out like it's no tomorrow. In pockets of across the country, we taking each other out like it's no tomorrow. And to talk about it, it just makes people upset. Like to speak the truth is upsetting to people. And I know the reason why it's upsetting is because people don't know what's going on. People don't understand anything different. They can't grasp it. If I tell you, if you ain't never seen something before, or you never looked at how things used to be, and then you hear somebody like me talking, it sounds like hate. It's gonna sound like hate to you because you're like, why he saying that? Why he doing this? He don't understand what's going on. I clearly understand what's going on. I mean, people call me all kind of names all the time. The only thing you want is the best for them. You want to see them improve. You want to see them do better. So you got to talk about the things that nobody want to talk about. Nobody want to talk about what's going on in the community as long as it's not something positive. You see what I'm saying? Nobody want to do that. It's a nice backyard. Appreciate it. Yeah, it go all the way around. It start like down here. You can't see everything right now on the video. Maybe one day I'll show it to you. Pretty good size. Well, you say, what am I talking about? Just talking about just random. I'm really just randomly saying things, but it's basically built around the idea that we have fallen down as we have went lower as a community. The things we value today have taken us down to the bottom. If you look at the abortion rates, if you look at the incarceration rates, if you look at the literacy rates, if you look at the things that we value the most today, they're all bottom low hanging fruit. We don't value the things that we should. The people that we celebrate are not people that's worth anything. We're not celebrating people that's on top, that's representing well. The things that we celebrate are degeneracy. We love things that are degenerate. That's the problem. When you love degeneracy, what do you think is gonna happen? You take the father out of the household. There ain't nobody laying down the law. Kids running rampant. The music is running rampant. The kids get a hold of the music. They start trying to mimic what they see in the songs, not realizing there's some serious consequences that's gonna come behind acting like those guys that acting like the guys rapping in the song. And most of them guys in the rap songs ain't living their life. But those who are living their life, you see what's happening to them. It's never been this many rappers losing their life ever. The biggest when I was coming up, the biggest loss we had in the hip hop was Biggie, Smalls, and Tupac Shakur. That was the biggest ones. Now you look at it. Now look at what's going on. It's every week now. And you'll tell me that's not a problem, and it's only happening to us. That's not a huge problem. You don't think that's an issue? That's a huge issue, man, when you really look at it. And people just don't really think about it. Because maybe you don't see it every day in your day-to-day life, but it's happening at alarming rates. We have no structure in our community. Zero structure. And where there's no structure, chaos will soon follow. Chaos will follow where there's no structure. Yeah, I know, man. I know. I get it. Okay, man. If that's what you think is ignorance, hey, it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all good if you don't follow what I'm saying. It's cool. Well, what happened to the black community is we lost the structure. There's no more family unit in the black community. That's what happened to the black community. It took the fathers out of the home, and now we got black women today say they don't need no man. because that's just been the thing that started when I was coming up. The whole idea about not needing a man in the household. That's what happened. You see what I'm saying? So when you have no fathers around, you have no one providing structure. This is how we got here. We just lost the value system. And when there's no father in creating structure, kids run to the streets, especially the young boys. They're gonna run to the streets. And when daughters don't have a father, where do they run? They run to the streets also. And when the structure's gone, that's it. That's what happened to the community. And then we have the advent of gangster rap. Gangster rap did the same. It took over the community. People started wanting to be like the gangster rappers, and they start acting it out. We glorify the wrong things. That's what happened to the community. You know what I'm saying? The family unit is destroyed, and you can't put it back. It's hard to put it back together when now it's even worse because now we got this big war going on between um, black women and black men. It's a war going on right now. As long as that war keep going on top of everything else we're dealing with, then guess what's going to happen? It's going to keep getting worse. You know what I'm saying? That's what we up against. This gangster rap stuff. It's influential, man. I don't care what you say. That rap music music itself is influential. Think about it. When you hear a song, you're feeling sad. You listen to the song, it makes your mood better. The same thing with that rap. If you got that kind of rap music pumping it to your kids, and they getting it in their head, and their spirit is moving them, some of them go out and act on that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't. It's dead. You're right. It's dead. That rap music is 100% dead. When you listen to it, if you think that you're getting some live out of it, you ain't getting that live out of it. It's death to you, man. It's death to the soul. But me saying that, like a dude just came on here just now and said what I'm talking is ignorance. That's what he said. I mean, it's cool though. I expect that. I'm not tripping off of somebody thinking that what I'm saying is ignorance. All I'm trying to do is bring some attention to something that may change the community. And if it don't change the community, if one person out here can say, hey, what I just heard made me think about things a little different and change my mind, then that's cool. Because I'm not here to be controversial. I'm not here to come acting like some kind of clown on social media. I ain't that type of guy. I'm not the type of guy to do that kind of stuff. That ain't who I am. I ain't never been that guy. I come here to talk with some sense and talk with some facts, not about no getting online, debating, arguing, fussing, and doing dumb stuff just for views. This ain't about just for views, man. This is about just reaching somebody that can reach somebody else, that can reach somebody else, that can reach somebody else. That's it. Nothing more than that, man. And if you can't understand that, then maybe this ain't the channel for you. But that's all I'm trying to do, man. You know? Yeah, I don't feel nothing for rap anymore either, man. You know, oh, same here. I used to do the same thing. I used to back in the day, that was my thing. I was rapping, we was doing shows, we was always down in Florida, we was going all over the place. But man, it's just it's been played out for a long time now. You know, I even hate to even go back and listen to some of the music that we made, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me, man. But that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we did. I don't want to do it no more. I hate I even did that, and I don't want nothing to do with it because it's just destroying the community badly. It's destroying the community badly. You know, I don't do a lot of live. I don't do any live videos. I guess that's why I'm here rambling. I don't have a topic. I don't have a sheet that I'm going by. I'm speaking straight from the heart. I'm not really trying to make this like script, like a script. You know, I'm reading from a script or I got some type of thing planned. That ain't what I'm doing here. I'm just speaking to you in a different kind of way, not no kind of format. And I think that's what people need. We so used to getting on social media and people putting on acts and putting on shows that I'm being real, and it's kind of hard to keep attention. And that's fine. I don't need to keep everybody's attention. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do that. But I do want to see the black family come back together. I do want to see that. And Yeah, we gotta take a look at it, man. I mean, the family is destroyed. We don't do the things that we used to do. We don't have the values. It used to be a value system that we had in the black community. It was certain things that you just knew black people wasn't gonna do. We wasn't gonna do certain stuff like popping pills, all these crazy drugs. That was not a black thing. Now smoking weed, yeah, we did smoke weed. Smoke that was one thing that we was gonna do was smoke weed and drink. But like the stuff they doing today, we wasn't doing all that stuff. We wasn't doing mushrooms and um, wild crazy drugs, and that just wasn't us. You know what I'm saying? And then but far as the women go, the women would not ever do what women doing today. Not in the public. Women would not be out in public wearing the things they wear today. They wouldn't be twerking on camera like just out the blue. They weren't doing that. They wasn't doing that. Some were doing it, but not like now. It's like this is the thing to do now. You always had your groups of people that would do certain things, but now this is the thing to do. And that was not the case back then. Women back then were ashamed to even put their underwear on the clothesline, let alone be walking around in it twerking out in the public in front of complete strangers. That wasn't a thing. And they had respect for themselves, something that we don't have today. So man, I just know that the community is falling, and we need each and every individual that's out there to be able to change the way they look at things and get back to it. Get back to doing what's right. Go against the grain of the negativity that you see going on out here and do something positive with yourself. We got too many young boys coming up today that can't even read. They don't know how to take care of themselves. They don't even know how to build something for themselves. If they can't find a job, they lost. They don't know what to do with themselves. They're not gonna be good fathers. They're not gonna be good husbands. We don't have nobody teaching them no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, women have a little more respect for themselves. That's actually absolutely true, man. 100% facts, Travis. They have more respect for themselves, and they don't have it no more. And you can't tell them nothing no more. You know, it's all about it's individualism, all about I instead of we. You know what I'm saying? And when you try to talk to them, ain't no man gonna tell me nothing. But they'll go to a job and they'll work for a boss that tell them what to do all day long. But to the husband that love them and care about them, they're not doing nothing he say. They're not gonna listen to him. Now you tell me that's not a problem. It's a 100% problem. But what do you do? What do you do about it? You just sit here and watch this stuff and you feel bad because you know the next generation is coming up. The young babies now is growing up. They coming into this. And what are we supposed to be doing? Making it a better place for them when they show up here, not making it worse, not adding to, not making adding to the problems that we already have. Finding ways to fix them small problems, and they can be fixed. It's not hopeless. I used to say that. I used to think it was hopeless. There is no way we're gonna be able to fix this. There's no way we're gonna be able to change it. But there is a way. Each individual has to make up their mind of what they want to do. And you don't need 100%. All you need is 10% of the people to change their mind, and the rest of it will just flow to the rest. It's just certain lines we got to draw in the sand. Simple as that. Well, look, man, I just want to get up here, do a live real quick. Maybe next time I come back with a more more information to share, make it more real for some people, because I guess everybody's not too satisfied with what I just did, but that's okay. I come with some more facts. I'm really good at researching and bringing facts to the table. I think that's what I'm going to do next time. I'm going to come with some numbers and some stats, and maybe that will get people to see what's going on. But anyway, and maybe I'll show y'all this backyard. You know what I mean? But hey, man, I appreciate y'all watching, and y'all take care. Hey, appreciate it, Travis. I'll talk to you later, man.